Hello everyone, my name is Ruben Miner and I am the founder of F4 Men's Movement, and welcome to F4 Men's Movement Inspirations. Today we're going to be talking about trusting. And one of the things I think is so powerful about this word trusting comes obviously from the word trust, is giving yourself over to something or believing in something that you can't really see. Something that you can't really touch or feel. There's no tangible substance. There's no tangible evidence. There's no evidentiary proof that what you're thinking of, what you're trusting in, what you're believing in is really there. And that's what faith is all about. It's trusting those things that we can't see. That's what it is. I mean, God does exist, and I believe most people really believe that, but they can't see him. The wind is there too, and you can't see it, but you know it's blowing. When your hair is all in the wind and and the leaves are scattered all over the place, something's moving it. You can't see it, but you definitely see the evidence that something is actually happening. Something is in motion. That's trust. We trust that they told us that this is called wind and it's blowing, and the leaves are evidence that it's blowing. The snow is evidence that it's blowing. The trees are falling down because the wind is strong. There's no refuting that. It's the same thing with God. It's the same thing with trusting God. But what makes it difficult is we oftentimes have had trust violated by those that are around us that we can see. And that's what makes it difficult sometimes to trust God who we can't see. Think about Thomas. After the resurrection, he said, I won't believe it until I see his hand, the nails, the hole in his hand. And then when Jesus showed up, he said, Thomas, blessed are those who have believed and have not seen. I mean, how wonderful for them to have seen him manifested after resurrection in the flesh, his resurrected body. But yet us, thousands of years later, I don't know what he looked like. I haven't seen him. It's actually, somebody can perceive that to be kind of weird and say that maybe you may need some mental, assistance to lift your hands and praise God and cry and shout and fall out over something and someone that we can't even see. Think about it. Hands lifted, eyes up, tears falling. Why? Because the God of the universe is a spirit, and they that worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth. And that is undergirded by the mere word trust. I trust that while I am worshiping, he is there and he is with me, and I feel him. I can't see him, but I feel him. But this is how he's seen. We, all of us, give skin to God. When we show love and kindness, Jesus said, when you've done this to the least of these, you've done it unto me. So there you go. So when it comes to trust, don't allow what has been broken by others that you can see to hinder you trusting who you can't see. Because at the end of the day, the only person that loves you more, and you have seen manifestations of this love, is the person that you can't see. And if you don't have that experience, I encourage you to look for that. I encourage you to seek God for that and let God build trust. Let God know that you're not going to think that he's like everybody else that's let you down and disappointed you. But you're going to allow him to come into your heart. You're going to allow him to come into your situation. You're going to allow him to come into your mind. And you're going to trust him even though you can't see him. All right. God bless you. And learn to trust.